Hello, gorgeous soul. Welcome to your weekly astrology. And what a week it is. A pivotal week in the herstory and the history and the hextory of humanity. This is a week of the US general election. And I've noticed that a lot of astrologers are not talking about it. They're like, let me just hide. I can't predict who's going to win. I'm not going to mention it. I cannot not mention it. Number one, I know it's causing all of us, wherever you're coming from, supreme anxiety, stress. You know, there's a lot of emotion. We've got all the feels going on this week, and it's an incredibly important time for the whole world, not just America, because whoever gets in is going to be a massive policy maker and change things that are going to impact us all. Anyway, what's really interesting is there's not that much going on this week, although one crucial and extraordinary thing is that we have Mercury going direct on the very day of the general election. Now, the last time this happened was in 2000 when Al Gore and Bush had the same thing, Mercury going direct on that day. And what happened? There was a very unclear count. It took ages to resolve. It ultimately went to the Supreme Court. Yes, the Supreme Court, which has recently had a judge change. And then it was resolved. But, you know, a lot of people carried through the bitterness of that election in their heart. Are we going to see the same thing? It's quite likely. I don't believe there's going to be a clear-cut decision on the day. And even if there is, we're looking at a lot of chaos. I would say until December. But I think by the time we get to the end of November, we'll see where we're going. The other thing that's starting to happen this week from the 7th is we're going to start to feel that Jupiter and Pluto conjunction, which kind of hits its peak on the 12th. And then there should be breakthrough. The amazing astrologer Jessica Adams is predicting that Biden will win. And she says that you know, it's such an important turning point in history and it offers positive hope. And she's really good at predicting things. So I'll leave the prediction to her. But I will say we are heading towards a time of freedom, of transformation, of coming together that will hit next year and will come to a monumental change in 2023. So whatever you're feeling now, I promise you there is hope and there is possibility and there is change where we are all going to feel a lot more equal. And I truly believe that. So this week, I'm doing this extremely long introduction just to say, whatever and whoever you want to win this election, please take care of yourself. Let's take care of each other. Let's try not to be so polarized because it isn't getting us anywhere. You know, there's more or less, you know, whatever you're looking at, 40-60, 50-50 in this. We've got to find a way to support each other and understand that we're all one. We are not two separate parts of a whole. Anyway, I'll stop going on now. Here is your weekly astrology. Aquarius! Wow. I mean, your whole soul journey is about to change. Maybe not yet, maybe not this week, but you got to see that you are at the end of a really, really tough degree. You know, like you've been at the College of Life and then you've been at the University of Life and you're completing your final exams. Boy, has it been stressful for you. There's intensity involved in finishing those exams. And you might be feeling like, I'm just, you know, I don't even know what direction I'm going in. You might have a crisis of confidence. You might have been going through all of that. And this week, you get a little bit more clarity as Mercury goes direct. And you have this sense of, okay, I know I want to expand. I know I want to grow. I know I want to change. And people are being clearer with you, particularly if you have any connections to people overseas or people that are very different to you. You'll notice that communication with them gets a lot clearer. Now, the big event of next week, actually, is you're starting to feel this week, and that's the Jupiter and Pluto conjunction. And you're feeling this rising. Now, it's already happened before this year, in this year, and you're reaching the peak of the end of a huge cycle for you. And the next few years, and certainly by the time we get to 2023, oh my goodness, your life will be so dramatically different. The potential that you can have in your life, starting really from the end of this year and certainly March of next year, you know, still some more learning to do, I'll be honest with you. You have to like ground yourself to be able to reach your full potential. But there is your life is about to deliver some extraordinary experiences. So if you're feeling like, oh my goodness, I can't go on, I feel, I don't know what's going on in the world, I can't cope with this election week and the results, blah, blah, blah. Hang on, because something huge is happening for you, and you've learned it. And that you're dealing with the dregs of karmic stuff. You're dealing with the dregs of secrets and hidden things, and maybe things you're addicted to in the past, and things that you clung on to, and illusions. You're dealing with all that, and you're breaking through into a wider view of the world. Your relationships are going to be deeper. Your sense of freedom in your spirit is going to come into being. There's a packed with potential next year for you. And potentially, if you hang on, if you're still here in 2023 and onwards, wow, it's life-changing. The energy is all about the now age of Aquarius, and you are an Aquarian, and you're an Aquarian for a reason. Although, let me say, it's very important that you listen to your rising sign. You will get so much more information. It's really, if I were you, I'd talk to an astrologer about what's going on for you in the next couple of years, because it is far out. Life will be unrecognizable, but the freedom in your spirit should be huge. So yeah, you might have all sorts of feelings, strange dreams and coincidences this week, but it's pointing you in a new direction. Well, not even necessarily a new direction, but a direction that is about you truly expressing and being who you are, and having the life. Maybe your life will change so dramatically, you'll have the life that you always knew you'd have, or even something better. It's that profound. Yeah, and this week might feel a little bit hard because you're grasping with being at the end of something before the beginning has really kicked in. But it's definitely worth, the show has not even started for you, and it's going to be a very exciting time. Let's see what your tarot has to say. Aquarius, Aquarius, Aquarius. Aquarius, the Two of Cups. Look out for somebody, or you may even know this person. It's someone, that lights up your soul. You've got the same vibration, and you can totally trust that person, and they trust you. You're like a beautiful connection. So that energy is going to support you this week. Actually, it could even be a lover, or somebody that was a friend and it turns into a lover, or a relationship that you're in going deeper, and the passion reawakening. But there's definitely, looking at that, the Two of Cups and the Lovers. Yeah, baby, there's something going down. And this is you as the Queen of Pentacles. It doesn't matter what gender you relate to, if any, but you are the Queen of Pentacles. You're intuitive, you're strong, and you are stepping into an earthy way of expressing yourself. So you're not like all air in your head, you're grounding it. And or it could be that you meet someone who has got that energy. But you know what? You're plotting your next adventure. You're feeling it. You can't necessarily do it. You're the page. You're looking, right, where am I going? What is the universe offering to me? But you're doing it with excitement. Don't necessarily think about the past too much this week. Although having said that, there's a lot of astrology. All of that energy may be about the past. But you're walking away from the past. You're heading towards your future. You're being in your present enough to see a whole new future open up for you. It really is exciting stuff. Come visit me on my website, michelleknight.com. My new Celtic Cross tarot reading is up for you to use, and hopefully you'll like it. A lot of work went into it. Take care, gorgeous, and I'll speak to you soon.
MichelleKnight.com. I was a client of Michele Knight, so I knew all of the psychics, and they'd read for me.
It's such a innovative and really useful organisation to have at your fingertips.
There are a lot of people who they have an idea of what a psychic reading is, they have an idea of what a psychic should and shouldn't do, and a lot of it is from centuries gone by, the carnival sideshow, and Michele really has brought psychics into the modern world.
Michele Knight is a wonderful organisation to work for. It's a unique family, and that is readers, the customer service operators.
I know if I wanted to choose a reading, I know I wouldn't go to another company.
The ethics, the standard, the professionalism that we keep really is second to none.
To be honest, I've never really looked at another reader service because I don't think I need to.
When I finally got a job, I pray that I will do well with all the tests that we go through. I was absolutely delighted.
Well, the process of being employed with Michele Knight wasn't an easy one, which always makes it more rewarding when you do actually pass the 4 test readings that you have to go through before you're accepted.
The interview process is actually reading for other people, reading for some of Michelle's staff as well. It's actually, what they're looking for, specifics. So surname, relatives, their names. They're looking for what happened 2-3 years ago in detail.
To be sitting at home and then the phone rings and this beautiful distinctive voice, it's Michele Knight here, I'm ringing you for my test reading, is on the other end of the line, is scary. She really wants to know that her clients are getting validations.
You get a sense that everybody running it is on the ball.
The flexibility we get as readers, well, it's just great.
I do love the freedom of when I can work and when I can have a break.
Michele Knight family are amazing, really flexible, very supportive. It's like working for no other.
It's authentic, that's a big thing, it's authentic. She genuinely cares about her readers and about the people that we read for, so it's inclusive.
I love working for MichelleKnight.com. They're great people, it's a great energy there.
She really cares about her readers getting the best, and she really cares about the clients coming and walking away, and feeling like they got what they came for.
Working with Michele Knight, I know that I've got professional backup and I know that the clients are looked after very well as well.
Michelle's very involved with her readers personally. If you need information, you need anything from her, she will reply personally.
I just love being part of a unique team, one of the most unique companies that I've ever come across.